What's going on, What family? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be reacting to two powerful videos that prove one major truth, and that is that you do not need a 9 to 5 to achieve financial freedom. And get this, one of these hustlers is running a whole business using just an e-bike. So whether you're looking to save money, make money, or just have fun doing it, then this video is for you. Let's dive into the first video is from a guy named Andrew Knightley. And his video is titled, I Will Never Go Back to a 9 to 5. So let me quickly share my screen here.
The reasons I will never go back to a 9 to 5 job, and I choose self-employment, business and entrepreneurship any day of the week, and I just never will go back. And I think this video is really going to resonate with a lot of people. It will hit home, and I hope to wake a few of you up. Because for me, I escaped not because I was financially driven, but because I didn't want to deal with the BS, the office politics, the co-workers, the drama, the control. We're going to jump into all of this in much more detail in a moment, but I want to give full context before we get into the bulk of this video. Now, who is this video and who is it not for? Well, if you are happy to remain in a job, build someone else's dreams, conform, this video isn't for you. But perhaps you have insecurities or imposter syndrome, or you lack self-belief. Well, maybe you want to continue watching, because I'll also talk about the reality, the accessibility, how the world has changed, and actually getting out of a job isn't about building the biggest business. You don't need to have a big limited company, having hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds going through company's house just to get out of a job. You don't need loads of staff, an office, a warehouse that you need to rent. You can start a little sole trading company, become a content creator, monetize your passion, whatever it is, and that would allow you eventually to leave your job if you know what you're doing.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. Let me stop sharing my screen. Man, you can really feel this guy's energy. And this guy is done with the rat race. And honestly, I get it. I've been there too. I'm going to give you a quick backstory on me, because if you just found me on this channel, then you really don't know my full backstory unless you found me on my other channel, which is my Dream Vacation and Rentals channel, because I talk a lot about my history. Now, really quick, I left my house at 18 years old with nothing but a toothbrush in my back pocket. Joined the Marine Corps while I was in the Marine Corps, which for me was the best thing that I could have ever done, because it really built me into the man I am today. But while I was there, I took a financial course or a financial class, right? And I really, ever since I took that class, I really don't understand why we're not teaching finance to everyone. And that's going to be a subject for another video. But there's so many financial illiterate people walking this earth that it's mind-blowing. But getting back to this specific point, there's something so powerful about waking up and owning your own time. I mean, I really can't express how powerful that is. And he's saying what a lot of people are feeling, that traditional 9 to 5 just isn't the place where a lot of people really want to be. And it's becoming more difficult, unless you are financially literate, to create financial freedom through a 9 to 5. And I'm going to say this, and he kind of said it as well. It's really not about the money. When you are an entrepreneur, when you are self-employed, right? It's about you. And because it's about you, you can truly create freedom and have fulfillment, but more importantly, be in control of your own life. Now, that's the scary part, though. And there's a reason why a lot of people fail in business. There's a reason why a lot of people can't be CEOs. And there's a reason why there's a lot of people that are content in working a 9 to 5. Because when you are self-employed, when you are an entrepreneur, when you are a business owner, whether or not there's food on the table is totally up to you, no one else. And that, my friends, is the scary part, right? Now, let me show you this next video. Let me share my screen. I love this kid, by the way. He's young, but I love his energy.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to be doing a highly asked for video. You guys are always asking for, how do I make money to afford my Red Star? What'd you do to make money? Any ideas to help you guys out? So today, I'm going to be taking you guys through a couple hours of my lawn care business, powered by the Red Star Q20. So we don't have too many jobs today, but I still have gotten some calls asking if we can come and mow their lawn. It's a Friday, so it's later in the week, and I usually do all my work earlier in the week. So I didn't really expect all of this, but I have 4 jobs to do. So I'll show you guys what we got in the trailer so we're prepared. We have the mower, gas for the mower, edger, blower, and trimmer. That's about all you need. I run with the Ego brand, 5 amp hour batteries. I got 3 of them, so we're pretty set, and let's get going on the road. All right, guys, we're on our way to the first job. Hope y'all are doing well. I plan on making this like a 10 to 15 minute long video, maybe less. Who knows where it turns out.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. I love this kid. This kid, in my opinion, is brilliant. He built a full-on lawn care business with nothing but an e-bike and some badass hustle, right? And here's what's important, and this is why I freaking love this kid, right? He is not waiting for the perfect condition. He's not waiting on anybody. He is taking it upon himself. Now, when you watch the full video, he's going to talk about how he generates business. And here's what's important on generating business. He talks about how his ROI was better spent when he was going door-to-door knocking versus actually paying for advertising. Won't go into it because I really want you to watch that video, give that guy some airtime to help his YouTube channel. And I won't kind of go into everything that he talks about, but he's using what he's got, people, right? He's got a bike and he's using his creativity to figure out how he can make money while using what he currently has. And he is taking the electric or the watt hustle, just like this channel, to another level. I mean, most of his tools, as you saw, were operated through batteries, right? Through electric power. And again, you got to watch it because his work ethic is amazing to me, and he's making it happen. Let's break this down so you guys can fully understand how smart he is right now. If you've been watching this channel, I've been showing you multiple different ways on how you can make money with an e-bike, how you can save money with an e-bike, and how you can have fun with an e-bike. But he is using his e-bike, and here's what I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand how profitable he actually is compared to someone else, right? Number one, he doesn't have a truck payment. That's huge. Doesn't have insurance for his truck, right? He's not using gas to move his trailer, his equipment around, not using gas. It is a very eco-friendly way to operate today. And he's getting his cardio in, moving from job to job. And then while he's actually working on the lawns, right? It's a win-win-win for everyone. I talked about the side benefits about riding an e-bike and hustling with the e-bike. I talked about my story, how since I started hustling with my e-bike, I've lost 20 pounds and I have kept the weight off, right? I'm in better shape today at 56 than I was in my 40s, right? It's just amazing. Now, let's put this kind of all together, right? You know, these 2 videos may seem different, but they're really telling the same story. And the story is that you can live on your terms, right? You can escape the 9 to 5 if you want. Again, I'm going to preface this by saying, doing gig work, being an entrepreneur, doing the stuff that I preach about in this video is not for everyone. 100%, not everyone can do it. There's very few people that are built like me, very few people that are built like this kid, and very few people that are built like Knightley, right? Very few. Hence why there's not a lot of Jeff Bezos walking around. There's not a lot of Elon Musk walking around, right? Because not everyone's cut off for that, and that's fine because not everyone should do that. Here's the other thing that's really important here. All you need is to be creative, right? You know, this kid with some simple lawn equipment, an e-bike, and he launched a meaningful business. I recommend you watch his so you can see how much money he's actually making running this lawn care business. And that's one of many businesses that he has, right? You don't need a business degree. You don't need big budget, just like Aaron mentioned. You don't need big budgets. You don't need big staff. But you do 100% need a strong entrepreneur mindset, some courage, and definitely a creative plan on how to succeed and run your business, right? And the other thing you definitely need is a lot of work ethics. Now, here's how you can get started, right? Start with what you have. Again, if it's an e-bike, great. If it's a regular bike, great. If it's no bike, no problem. Deliver or do something on foot. You know, you don't need a lot to get started. Secondly, look for some local services. This kid did lawn care, but you can do mobile cleaning. You can do deliveries, right? Gig work like I do, you know, Uber Eats, DoorDash. You can do tours. You name it, you're only limited by your creativity. Next is you have to keep the cost low, right? No car, no gas, no insurance, no car payment. That saves you money right off the bat. I did a video and you can watch it. In fact, I'll put it up here on how I ditched my car for 30 days and I made in total over $2,000, right? So you can do the same. The other thing is income streams, right? Again, you're only limited by your imagination, but you have to, once you establish something, you have to figure out how to add some additional revenue sources, right? I talked about my e-bike. I started using the e-bike just to save money, right? Running errands on it instead of using my car, grocery shopping, visiting friends. I used the e-bike instead of a car. That in and of itself saved me gas, saved me maintenance on my vehicle. That was a savings. But then I wanted to take that to another level. So what I did after that, I started to DoorDash and Uber Eats, right? So I can make some money while I'm actually working out, while I'm actually exercising, because I exercise every morning, right? Next, I figured, heck, I have extra bikes. Let me rent my bikes. So that's another revenue source. So those are examples on just with bikes, right? This YouTube channel is a revenue source based on this e-bike. This kid has multiple businesses. And again, I recommend you watch him. Aaron has multiple businesses that he's created to create those extra revenues. And then speaking of this channel and YouTube and social media, there are ways through affiliate marketing, etc., that you can make extra money using YouTube. But here's the catch: you have to document your journey, right? Like these two people that I just talked about, they show people their hustle, and you never know who's actually watching and who will be inspired, which is one of the reasons why I started this channel. The same reason why I started Dream Vacation is to inspire people, right? So I'm going to close with this. If you're stuck in your 9-to-5 and you're dreaming of more freedom, then let this video inspire you, right? Look at other people that are hustling out there using the gig economy, using whatever to create their own path, right? To get out of that 9 to 5. Now, I'm going to say this again. I've been saying it throughout the video. Being an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you're going to be sipping pina coladas on the beach all day long. No, man. This is, in terms of hours work, this, my friends, is a 24/7 job. You know, I talked about work, you know, people always talk about work-life balance. This isn't it, man. I work all day long, 24/7, but I do it because I love it. It also gives me the freedom to do a lot of things that I couldn't do before. I'm not punching a clock because I'm actually doing it on my time. So if I need to go to the beach, I can go to the beach. If I need to go to a doctor, if I need whatever I need to do, I can do it and I can work around it because I control my schedule. I control my destiny. You can do the same. So, you know, financial freedom isn't about hitting the lottery or making millions of dollars. It's about taking control, getting creative, and betting on yourself, right? I can't say that enough. You have to bet on you because no one else is going to do number one. And the person that should be your biggest cheerleader is you. So whether you're running a business with an e-bike or you're like Aaron there that's running a business through social media, then, you know, it really doesn't matter. The options are limitless. So if you can do me a huge favor, number one, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. List in the comments below, what's your hustle? What's one way you're thinking outside of the box to save money and make money? All right? Love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.